Welcome to a Business Minute with Lily Lopez, presented by the South Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We are right in the heart of Miami, Miami International Airport. Who would have thought that this airport, that long time ago, this was basically like the end of Miami, and now this airport is in the middle of our city. And with me is the MIA director, Mr. Ralph Cutie, and I'm so honored and privileged to be able to be here with you today.
Thank you, Lily. It's my honor.
Take some of your time, but
Sure.
For this business minute. But I know that people will love hearing about you, about what you're doing, the airport. And the first question that always comes to mind and to everybody when we land, when we travel, is this airport? Is there enough space to grow, or
Yes.
how is that? Is there possibility for growth?
Sure.
Okay.
No, as a matter of fact, we are having right now probably our best year ever when it comes to both passengers and cargo. So as far as growth is concerned, our recovery from the pandemic has been amazing.
So it's been right every time I pass by, and I've traveled
Yes.
myself. It's so busy. There's nowhere to park. We had to park at the rooftop when we traveled to Dominican Republic. That's never
Very
happened to
busy.
me in my life, and I'm a Miamian. So what do you think happened after the pandemic? How
Well,
did
I
this
think
happen?
what happened was, during the pandemic, the year before, in 2019, we set a record. We had 46 million passengers. And then, obviously, during the pandemic, those numbers came down to about 18.5 million.
Of course.
They picked up last year to about 33. We are on pace this year to break 50 million passengers in a year, which is a new record for MIA in the history of the airport. So we're trending right now about 8% over a record-breaking year in 2019. So the recovery after the pandemic has been amazing. And a big part of that is, number one, there's a pent-up demand,
Right, of
obviously, for
course.
people not traveling for 2 years.
Right, of
And
course.
obviously, during the pandemic, we actually added additional airlines. A lot of low-cost carriers started flying out of MIA,
Right.
Southwest, JetBlue, Spirit, Emirates, who's an airline from the
Emirates,
United
right.
Arab Emirates.
Oh, yeah.
They started flying.
Beautiful airline.
Beautiful airline. They started flying 5 days a week service.
Straight to Dubai?
5 days a week service.
Straight to Dubai?
Straight to Dubai, nonstop.
wow. Oh,
So
okay.
during the pandemic, we added more airlines, which obviously resulted in additional passenger traffic, which right now we're on pace. We had our best day ever, March 20th, 168,000 passengers. So
I like that day.
the growth-
Oh, my goodness.
the growth has been amazing.
And about cargo, Ralph? Cargo.
Cargo, very similar news.
Similar?
In 2020, we had a record-breaking year. We had 2.3 million tons, a little over 2.3 million tons. We followed up in 2021, last year, with 2.75. So we broke the previous year's record by 70%. And now this year, we are on pace to reach 3 million tons, which is essentially our capacity for cargo. So the growth has been amazing. We're the number one airport for international freight in the United States.
That was my next question.
I'm sorry.
Number one. No. So it's number one freight.
We're the number
international.
one in international freight in the United
In
States.
the US.
And number 9 in the world.
And 9 in the world. And
in
with
the world.
regard to passengers, I know we are like the gateway to the Americas.
Yes.
To Latin America, there are more flights from Miami to Latin America than in any other city of the U.S.
That's correct.
So how many flights are there daily to Latin America?
Oh my God. I'd have to get back to you on that number.
But it was huge.
It's huge.
I mean, yeah.
The percentage is large. So we have, as far as numbers in passengers, we are the number one airport
one.
in the United States for international passengers.
Oh, really? For international?
We're the
More
number
than
one
Kennedy and all of that?
More than JFK
We
and more
beat
than
you,
everyone.
New York. I like that. We beat.
Yes, we moved a little bit over 13 million passengers last year in 2021 internationally. So
International.
we're the number one in the U.S.
love
and
it.
number 10 in the U.S. in total passengers.
Oh,
We're the 10th busiest
the 10th
airport in the
busiest.
United States.
Okay.
Worldwide, we
Worldwide.
are number 11 in international passengers and 12th overall. So of all the airports in the world, we're 11 and 12 respectively in international and total passengers.
That's a lot.
We're a busy airport.
Okay, so tell me about the expansion, because I know there's no space, right? There's no land.
Right, correct.
So how is that going to happen?
Well, we have multiple things. Right now, we have short and long-term solutions. We have a customer experience enhancement program, which is going to be updating all of our restrooms in the terminal, about 450 restrooms in the terminal. We're going to be upgrading all those over the next 6-7 years.
Right. Yeah, there's a terminal that's very old, right? Is it D or E?
E and
The
F.
roof is very right
Central
on top
terminal.
of you. Right.
Central
okay.
terminal is
right.
very old. So
Right.
we have a short-term plan where we're going to be replacing loading bridges, which are the tunnels that connect the
connect.
terminal to aircraft, bathroom renovations, conveyance unit renovations, elevators, escalators. We've had issues with that. We have a modernization program that we just started. And then we have a long-term program, which is our capital improvement program, which is about a $6 billion capital improvement program. It's going to expand gates. It's going to add additional gates so that we can accommodate more wide body aircraft, et cetera. We're going to be expanding both South Terminal, North Terminal. So we have big plans.
So it's big plans.
Big plans.
Oh my God!
to expand
And
the
there's
airport.
nothing more beautiful. I have to add this: that when you're landing to Miami, MIA, but not through the Everglades, but you're coming from the Atlantic Ocean. You're
Right.
coming from the beach. If it's Key Biscayne, or if I'm not no good with north and south or whatever. I know it's east, but even
Coming
if
from the
it's
east,
if
heading
Key
west.
Biscayne or from Miami Beach, and it's a sunny day and you land,
beautiful.
you know you're in Miami.
It's beautiful.
You love it. There's nothing like that.
Sure. As a matter of fact, the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau,
Right.
they just ranked Miami. I think we're in the top 10 in destinations in the world.
I
Places to be,
think I read that,
which,
right.
Which helps us as far as passenger traffic and,
Yeah,
and movements.
one of the nicest cities,
Yeah,
absolutely.
one of the best destinations.
Oh yeah, Miami is definitely the place. And you know, the last thing I just wanted to mention, and I want your feedback. When you land to Miami, and even my daughter, who's Miamian, born here, I'm saying that, whatever, because I came from Cuba when I was 2. So I have more the cubanita thing. But she has it. She has that. And when you land in Miami, you know immediately because you're walking by and you hear the people, oye, trajiste la colada, the employees.
Sure.
Tenemos un poquito de café por aquí. And my daughter said to me, estamos en Miami.
Yes.
We're in Miami and we loved it. We're talking about
Sure.
the Cuban coffee, this and that, and then people talk louder and you hear people laughing and people happy. And that's what Miami's about, because you go to other airports in the U.S. and everybody long faces, no one's happy. And here you see people working and they're happy.
Yep.
And that's all leadership. It's all the population, because we have people from the Caribbean,
Yep.
from Hispanics, African Americans. It's a mixture of people.
Yeah, that's
And
one of our
what-
biggest advantages. We're one of the
That's
most
what it
diverse
is.
communities in the entire United States. And culturally, I think our airport, out of all of our
Yeah.
concessions and sales, we have, I think, the biggest percentage. I think 35% of all of our concessions are local flavored businesses, which attracts passengers. That local flavor,
Exactly.
Hispanic, Haitian, etc.
Exactly. People in other states don't realize.
No.
They don't know. They don't realize that here you could go Peruvian restaurant, Haitian restaurant. You could go to Nicaraguan food, Cuban food, Peruvian, Argentinian, everywhere.
It's our strength.
And that exactly, and the accents and the people and the music and all of that. So for other people that they're the same, we have variety for everything.
For everybody.
And here in the MIA, we have variety of all airlines,
All
of
airlines.
everything.
Yes.
And so it's just been great. I know sometimes I talk a little bit
No, that's
much, but it's been very interesting talking to you. And
Likewise.
you're doing a great job. I want to congratulate you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Cutie. Instead of calling you Ralph, I want to be proper, Mr. Cutie.
Call me Ralph, that's fine.
Ralph, thank you for the opportunity to be one-on-one and to present MIA to our viewers.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Anything
Thank
else
you so
you
much.
would like to add before
No,
we
I'd like
close?
to tell everybody that, when you fly out, choose MIA. It's a great place to fly out of, a great place to fly into, and Miami-Dade County is the place to be.
Y el trato es el mejor.
It's the best.
The best.
Yes.
So all of you, thank you so much for
Thank you.
tuning in for another episode of A Business Minute with Lily Lopez, and we'll see you next week at the same time.
Thank you.